United Kingdom have been described world over as a four-piece vocal harmony group from the United Kingdom. They are thrilled to be performing tonight aboard their favorite luxury cruise liner,
the Celebrity Infinity.
To infinity and beyond! Please welcome to the stage, the Flyboys!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. We are the Flyboys. Now, who out there remembers the 1930s and 40s? Anybody? No? That's good. I'll tell you a tiny little bit about our show. What we like to do is we like to take modern day songs and we like to twist them around, we like to turn them on their heads and swing them right back to the way they would have sounded in the 1930s and 40s. So if we don't have anybody from who remembers the 90s, 30s and 40s, we've obviously got some younger people in the crowd tonight, yeah? That's what I thought. So hopefully you'll recognize a couple of the songs that we have messed around with. Here. Oh, that was unfair. You had a head start on me then. Right. Before we go any further, folks, I must ask you a very important question. Are you ready? Do you like our shoes? Aren't they lovely? And there's a story that goes with these shoes, which I'm going to tell you. So, it started a few years ago. We just set out as a band. We had some songs we were messing around with. We had a few gigs in the diary. Everything was going swimmingly. But we were missing something. Something to bind us together. We were missing a look. I know, sir, we haven't found it yet, but we're working on it. I can't please everybody, can you? But that afternoon, we were walking down Oxford Street in London, and the four of us, we all happened to look in this shop window, and there we saw 4 pairs of these beautiful white and tan brogues, and we said to ourselves, they are perfect, we have got to have them. We went into the shop, spoke to the shopkeeper, and she informed us they are the last 4 pairs that we have in stock. That's weird, right? Even more weird than that is they're a size 11, a size 9, and 2 size 5s. It was written in the stars, folks. But sadly, like most struggling artists, we couldn't buy the shoes because we were poor. I said that we couldn't buy the shoes because we were poor. That's more like it. But like a lot of struggling artists, we like a drink, and we ended up in the casino that night. Does anybody like going to the casino? Shame on you. Well, Jack likes the casino. Say hello, Jack. Hello, Jack. That's Jack, everybody. He's got a lucky number. That lucky number is number 17. And in a casino, he likes black 17. And on this night, the 4 of us, we were sat there drowning our sorrows with water because we were skint. And he leapt out of his chair and he said, boys, this will not do. I am feeling lucky, and I'm going to put all of our money we have ever earned as a foursome, and I'm going to put it all on black 17. And we said no, but he said yes, and he did it anyway, because he always gets his own way. And you'll never guess what? He only went and won the exact sum of money needed to buy 4 pairs of these very shoes you see before you. I know! Give it up for Jack! That's right. So, if you take anything away from this performance, let it be this moral, if you will. Gamble, you'll always win. That's right, that is. That's right. Need bother.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, do we have any fans of the band Maroon 5? Yeah. A few of you, good. What about Christina Aguilera? Good, okay. Well, they collaborated and did a song together called Moves Like Jagger. And we've got a fan, very good. And our Flyboys version goes a little bit like this. Bruno, can I get an A minor chord, please? Oh, give it up for Bruno and the A minor chord, please. Just shoot for the stars. If it feels right, then aim for my heart. If you feel like, take me away and make it okay. I swear I'll behave. Oh, you wanted control, so I waited. You put on a show. Now I'm naked. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. You heard the story about the shoes. Would you like to see them in action? All right then.
That is what happens when you ask the Flyboys to dance, and this is what we look like after we've danced. You're not a young boy anymore, are you? So you've met us as a group, now it is time to meet us individually. Now the first man on the list comes all the way from a little foggy town called London. We got anybody here from London tonight? No? No, good. He's probably the biggest jazzer of us all in the Flyboys, and he's sung with the greatest, I think. He's done Ronnie Scott, he's done the house band of the Old Vic, and also he's sung with the greatest, the Canadian crooner Michael Bublé. I know. Tony Bennett. And he's and Randy Newman as well, amazing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, he had front row tickets to all of those concerts. He sang every single word. Just joking. And last, as well as being a fantastic singer, I'm just kidding with you. As well as being a fantastic singer, he made his West End debut last year. And would you like to know what musical it was? Very good. Do you want to tell them? Nah, you don't want to tell them. Would you like to know? Hold your breath, wait for it. Peppa Pig the Musical. There you go, round of applause for that one. And would you like to know what role he played? Yep. Do you want to tell him what role he played? No. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan played the role of Mr. Potato Head. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Ryan Cohen.
Thank you very much. Please keep that applause going. Damien Scarcella on my right, everybody. Damien has done absolutely nothing. He's actually here on work experience. So, Damien has had a very successful stage career. He's performed all over the world. He's actually from Australia. Any Aussies in? Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oh, just like being at home, isn't it?
It sure is.
Lovely. He's performed all over the world. He's performed at the Sydney Opera House, the O2 Arena in London, and his favourite venue of them all, the Celebrity Theatre, ladies and gents. One more time, Damien Scarcella, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to my good friend, Jack Moves Like Jagger Montgomery. Yeah, Jack has come all the way from the Midlands to be with you tonight. Anyone in from the Midlands? Oh, in the back, brilliant. They had to keep them out of the way, obviously. And as such, Jack is a lifelong supporter of Aston Villa. Are you a Villa fan in the back? But don't let that fool you, folks. Jack's extremely successful. He's had an amazing career on stage and indeed on screen. In fact, he was a bit of a child star. He was in a movie called Tristan and Isolde with James Franco. That was kind of a big deal at the time for you, wasn't it? And he was also, I think most notably of all, the original Michael Banks in the first ever London West End production of Mary Poppins. Originated his own roles. And I've got a bit of a scoop for you, ladies and gentlemen. Jack has recently found love. Yes, I know. Her name's Tiffany. She's 20 years old. She's a Yamaha motorbike, basically, that Jack has lovingly restored to her former glory. But with all these long days at sea and so much time away from home, he does get terribly lovesick. So if you could give him a rousing round of applause, Jack Montgomery! Lovely.
Thank you very much. And I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the gentleman to my right. His name is Craig Rees-Barlow, and he resides from a little-known town called Merthyr Tydfil in Wales. Do we have any Welsh in?
Hey,
very good. A couple of Welsh, lovely.
Not that.
Now, it's quite a known thing that generally speaking, a lot of Welsh people, they have beautiful, beautiful, booming voices that can be heard for miles. Craig is the exception to that, unfortunately. No, I'm joking. No, he has enjoyed an illustrious career in musical theatre over the years. Not only has he toured the UK with various shows, he has also appeared in shows at the Queen's Theatre and the Prince of Wales Theatre in London's glittery West End. Oh yes, it's very, very posh stuff. And when Craig isn't sailing the seven seas with the Flyboys, he can be found back at home doing what he loves best. And that is staring at himself lovingly in the mirror, taming that beautiful head of hair of his, which I'm sure you'll agree is a sight to behold, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up for Craig Rees-Barlow!
Yeah, me bother.
So, ladies and gents, as we said, we're all currently living in the UK, and we're very lucky because the last few years we've seen the rise of some fantastic new artists, the likes of Adele, Sam Smith, Ellie Goulding, and most recently, ladies and gents, Mr. Ed Sheeran. He's not coming out. It's just us four, sorry. Ladies and gents, before the next song, I just want to ask you something. Do we have a romantic crowd in the audience this evening?
Yeah.
That was rubbish. Do we have a romantic crowd in the audience this evening?
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. What I'm going to ask you to do is turn to the person on your right, whether you know them or not, and lovingly, delicately say to them, "I love you." Very nice, very nice. Now, ladies and gents, we're going to return the favour. Please turn to the person on your left and say, "Don't ever do that again." This is Thinking Out Loud.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, yeah, oh. Will your mouth still remember the taste of our love? Very good. Well, snap out of it, because we're about to rock and roll. Do you have any fans of Bon Jovi in the house? Do you know the song Living on a Prayer? Well, I bet you've never heard it like this before. for once in our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick question for you. Are you enjoying our unique brand of boy band swing? Very good, very good. That's what we like to hear. Now, speaking of boy bands, I want to ask the boys who would their favourite boy band be in all of the world. Jack, you up first.
One Direction.
One Direction. Good band. That's good. Good, good, good. What about you, Mr. Watchman?
Take That.
Take That. There we go.
Oh,
A couple of Take That fans over there. Good. And what about you on the end there?
ABBA.
That's actually not right.
Come here. It's not a boy band.
One day, eh? One day, boys. One day. One day. Now, folks, if there's one thing we've learned performing this show on the ships over the years, it's that never, at any point, do we actually say we're coming towards the end of the show. Because that will inevitably mean one or two of you, and you know who you are, sneaking out the back early, going up to the Ocean View Cafe for a couple of midnight snacks and stuff. Now, as great as those cookies are, we do love those cookies, but we want to keep you here till important. So what I will say at this point instead is that we're slightly further away from the beginning than we were a few songs ago. That's a bit better, isn't it? So just a quick time check for you folks. We've got, what, 2-3 hours left of the CV show? Sound good? Yeah, party in the theatre. Why not? But before we crack on with that, on behalf of the Flyboys, I would like to say a massive thank you to the fantastic entertainment team here on board this fantastic celebrity infinity ship. Please give them all a massive round of applause. Thanks to Ronald and to Jason on Lights and Sounds, and of course your fantastic cruise director Luigi also. Now, lastly but not least as well, may I just say what a fantastic privilege and a pleasure it is to be able to share the stage with the fantastic Celebrity Infinity Orchestra. Please give it up! Under the direction of Bruno. Let me hear you, folks. Thank you, guys. Now, if you've enjoyed what you've heard this evening, guys, there will be an opportunity to take us back to your staterooms later. Yep, it's a service we provide. In the form of a CD, folks. Yeah, we'll be selling a couple of CDs just at the back there on deck 4, port side. And if you sat there thinking, CD? Who listens to CDs? It's 2019. Well, we now also have available leather-bound Flyboys USB sticks with all our online data right on there, folks. We thought of it all. Oh, yes. And what's best is we don't take cash. It goes straight onto your CPass card, so it's not even real money, is it? Easy peasy. It's a win-win. It's great. So now, I'm going to hand you over to the very, very capable hands of Mr. Ryan Carwin. There he is.
Thank you very much, Jack. Now, folks, I'm going to leave you with something very, very British. When I grow old and losing my hair, many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I stay up till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Or will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Now I'd be handy mending a fuse when your lights are gone. You can meet us better by the fireside. Sunday morning, go for a ride. Through the garden, digging the weeds. Who could ask for more? Or will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the final. Wow, do you guys enjoy that? What an incredible show, my friends. But as always, what about the extraordinary performance of the Celebrity Infinity Orchestra tonight? Bruno Cruz and the Free Orchestra. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Wow. Well, thank you so much, as always, for coming over to the show. Now, as